Hello, namaste, and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena, and today I will discuss about what are correlation rules. In our organizations, we are using different type of devices, whether that's endpoint devices, your mobile devices, normal networking devices, security devices. Okay, and on those devices, we are running different kind of applications, softwares. Okay, and these softwares, hardware, softwares, are generating a lot of events, lot of logs. Okay, so for SIEM, which is just collecting those logs from different sources, it's very hard for it to manage in a useful way, so that human can understand it, what exactly uh, is all about that log, what they are just trying to us, what event is happening in our organization. Is that the normal kind of traffic, or there is some malicious activity is happening in the organization? So it's very hard for SIM. Now the question come, what are those correlation rules, and how does it works? Clear? When we are saying there are different type of devices, whether that's your endpoint, okay, whether that's your network devices or security devices, these are generating thousands, even millions of the logs. Okay, in some logs, for example, say endpoint is saying on Windows operating system, when say event log or security log, their way of presenting the data about any event is different as compared to Linux or from the Mac. Understand? So maybe in like here is in one log is saying IP address is here, and time to happen the that particular event at certain time on second column. Okay, similar way, different information in different columns. And when the data is coming from the Linux operating system, its time maybe in another here. Okay, IP address may be here. Similar way, the network devices, say router, switches, access point, uh, your your wireless devices, they are generating different type of data. Maybe source IP address, destination IP address, protocol, port number, UDP, TCP, many information sharing. Similar way, your security devices, whether your IDS, IPS, your firewalls, okay, these are continuously generating the traffic, and that traffic is generating the logs, and these logs is totally different from the logs that's collected by operating system. So number of different logs from your network, number of different applications are generating different kind of logs. So it's a bombardment of variety of logs on in your SIM. Okay, so here is for example your security information and event management is just uh, collecting the logs. Okay, here is just collecting the log from different sources, and now it is hard to make sense about all these logs. So when the SIM will find a way, yes, if one log is in here, IP address is in this column, what's the relationship between the logs that is generated from the IDS, where that's IP address, source IP address, destination IP address, port number, protocol, is it making any sense? Is it the event when happen that's legitimate or not? Okay, for example, we have a list of malicious domains. Okay, and we are just trying to see what type of traffic is just trying to communicate with those malicious domains. And if one of the endpoint is trying to communicate the domain, malicious domain over the internet, which is listed in our list. Okay, so this is the this is kind of attack, or the initiation of the attack. How just SIEM will present us the data. Yes, this, just have a look. This is just indicating towards an attack. It's not it's not normal traffic. It's malicious activity. Clear? So when the SIEM will collecting the different logs and presenting in a universal format. Okay, here is the format. For example, say source IP address will come on the first column, then say destination IP will come here, then the time of occurrence of that particular event will come, what protocol they are using, what port number they are using. There is a universal way of arranging all these information that's coming from different sources. This is what exactly the uh, normalization. Okay, here is that's normalization. Then what's the role of correlation role? Correlation role will tell us just to if certain action will happen in our organization, categorize it as a normal traffic or it is a malicious traffic. So here is the uh, importance of correlations role comes. When we are using SIEM, there are by default vendor specific correlations are there. Okay, either just we want to observe the traffic, monitoring the traffic, or we want to find out what's happening in our compliance setting. Okay, or the known threats, we want to know what what is the status about our network uses, about those known attacks or known malicious traffic. So SIEM will use those predefined rules, that's the correlation rules, which is making some sense, connecting the dots. This is defined in the correlation. So you can see here, here it's saying antivirus update failure. This rule will check if on any devices antivirus updates fail, then generate an alert, inform the administrator. Okay, or if antivirus disabled on end devices, this can be the activity generated by the hackers. Okay, because they want to evade themselves uh, on the end devices, and they want to disable the antivirus. So if something is happening, just send an alert. So there are certain predefined set of rules. You can also create your own rules, but be careful when you're designing it, because if not having the much knowledge of correlation rules, and if we just try to generate the rules, it can just pop up the so many false positives, which can uh, create a lot of headache for the analyst to just see the bombardment of false positive logs or false positive alerts. So that was all about correlation rules, how it's working, and the way it can help the security teams to identify the normal traffic from the malicious traffic, or normal activity from the malicious activity. Okay, so follow me on the cybersecurity prism and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. Also share that session with your friends, group members as well, so that they can understand about the correlation rules, how it's working in SIEM. Okay, and what is the normalization. Okay, see you in the next session. Namaste.